Defining a DJ.
So I'll describe a DJ as a curator of music.
Crowd interaction.
Someone who handpick music, select music, read a crowd, and play what it is a crowd wants to listen to.
Being able to connect with the crowd and control the crowd while playing the music at the same time.
They want to know that you're feeling the same way they're feeling.
So we're essentially like mass therapists.
What up, it's your boy DJ Analyze from 93.9 WKYS. I was asked a question of what does it take to become a good DJ in DC? Well, I think you have to have a good ear to the street, come out to the clubs, hear other DJs play, know the local music, be well-rounded. That's the main point. Be well-rounded.
Well, I'm Cheyenne Brown, also known as DJ Kid Fresh from the DMV.
What's good? My name is Kerim the DJ.
Hey y'all, it's Dooley, straight from Houston, Texas, H-Town.
My name's Joe, aka DJ Euphoria.
What's up? It's DJ Buddha.
My name is Broddy Johnson. And my DJ name is Jon Sun B.
My name is Robert Owoyele, also known as DJ Nightcrawler. Oh, you're DJ Nightcrawler. So myself as a DJ, I'm someone who is multifaceted. A lot of DJs like to stay in one lane. If somebody needs music played, I can play that type of music and on whatever type of system.
I like to think of myself as a diverse DJ. I'm one of the only DJs I know that plays drums while he's DJing. I like to find things that people wouldn't normally like or accept and make them like it.
I'd consider myself more of a producer than a DJ, but DJing's been a passion. I make any type of music, but my passion is EDM. EDM stands for electronic dance music, mostly like the heavier stuff, but I throw in a little bit of softer music. Without the low pass filter, it just gets really loud. So, added with the drums and the chords behind it, it'll sound a little something like this.
I think what makes me especially different from being another DJ is that I play things that people don't expect to hear. So, sometimes you go to some events, you don't want to hear Migos. Like, hey, maybe you want to hear Mos Def. So, like, I try to play things that people wouldn't expect to hear at a party, and it just gives them a better appreciation for the event that they're at.
The biggest genre of mine is disco. I like disco. I like deep house. Everybody has ratchet music, but if you can like pinpoint R&B, classic hip hop, 80s. All your music is based on whoever's in front of you. If you want to go out and venture out and cater to a lot of people, you gotta like what they like.
Oh man, I don't count them joints. I mean, it's 365 days in a year, it's 52 weeks. 2 times, I'm probably doing like.
It's been every Friday since October, November.
110 gigs a year, man. Probably less, probably more than that. I mean, yeah. I don't count them. But I don't know. That would be good though. I think I'm gonna start.
I can't really put a number on it, but.
I just recently did my first paid show, but I've done at least 5 or 6 shows.
Tonight's my first show. A little bit nervous, but I'm ready.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, DJ before.
The sound guy was supposed to turn the mics on, and he just forgot to, I guess. I guess he thought I wasn't going to be using any mic whatsoever. It's kind of part of the performance. I don't know what happened with that. It added to the nerves. I kind of shook me for a little bit.
Yeah, but get closer. Get closer. Move in.
still nervous, but I'm excited for my next show.
I got a, it's not like a devastating story, but DJ F up 101, which is why I learned to do sound checks. Always important to do sound checks, but I was DJing a Somali wedding for the first time, and my speakers were horrible. Like the entire wedding, the music was just cluttered. Like it was a disaster. The lady was so upset with me, but I'm like, I'm sorry. Like I really do. Next time you book me, I'll do it for free. But it was totally out of my control. But from that, I learned to do sound checks, and I will forever do a sound check before I do a gig.
I think a lot of people don't realize all the work that goes into DJing. You know, it's not just showing up to a club and spending some music and then you leave 4 hours later. You spend a lot of time practicing. You spend a lot of time downloading music. But all the time that you spend working on your craft, working on your catalog, organizing your music, branding, marketing, promotion, you know, it really turns out to be a full-time job outside of whatever it is that you're doing.
Yes, my full-time job. Subconsciously, it's because my father was a DJ, but I didn't really get into it until like way later years, until I was like 15.
I started playing basketball, so I always thought I was going to be a basketball player. But last year, 2 years ago, I was introduced to the idea of, you know, being a DJ. And I'm sticking with it now. I like it. I really enjoy it. It's something different, something new to me, and I really embrace, you know, the culture. I really like it.
Yeah, I'm out between like 3 or 4 times a week. I do different private events, concerts, shows. I literally just came from Brooklyn like 20 minutes ago, and I came here to do heists. I've just been blessed with a lot of opportunities to just showcase what I do.
DJing in DC, I think it would be different than, you know, if you play anywhere else. DC is made up of many cultures.
You can see like DC is different. It's like the people are different, the natives here are different, but then there's also like a lot of transplants like us. Like, so a lot of people we know are not from here.
I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
From North Carolina.
I'm from California. I love Mexican food.
So I am from Arlington, Texas, the Lone Star State, the greatest state of them all.
They're from wherever, so they're bringing their flavor from their cities, and we're bringing our flavors to our cities. So it's a really cool mix of people in DC.
Being from New York, of course, that's a melting pot, but like this is a different version of it. It's amazing, man. There's a lot of cool, different tastes. There's a lot of different styles here, and I really appreciate that. It allows me to be myself more.
I really feel like DC is the mecca of young black professionals. I just don't think there's any other city aside from maybe Atlanta where you'll find a high concentration of young black professionals who are out here grinding. You know, they're out here doing things. It's a very work hard, play hard type mentality here. I think when I throw events, I have a lot of different crowds that I can cater to, and that allows me to be unique in my events.
Since it's home, this is somewhere that I'm glad I get to, you know, jumpstart my DJing career, and somewhere I want to stick with it. I want to stick with it here.
For me, any new spot is an opportunity. So in a sense, you know, just coming to DC just changed my life. Like growing up in California, everybody likes music, but in DC, like they base everything around politics. If you think about politics and you go hand in hand with music, sometimes it clicks, sometimes it doesn't. But I think I made it happen. So.
What makes being a female DJ different is that you always have to prove yourself. I've seen in many shows that a guy DJ or just a guy in general will try to, you know, impose on my space and on my set, and so you have to prove yourself as a woman and as a DJ especially.
I would just think of it just like as, you know, some of the rap artists back in the day, like Lil Kim and Queen Latifah, they really took it to another level and they really embraced the culture, and I want to do the same thing by DJing. When I am playing and people they see me DJ and they're like, oh shoot, you're a girl. I'm like, yes, I'm a girl, but I'm still gonna get the job done just like anybody else would.
The hardest part is knowing music, having a good skill set, and being able to be creative with it at the same time. So I think that's very essential, being a DJ, and also being a female DJ, knowing music gives you a plus.
Everybody needs an escape, and sometimes people just want to forget that they're in such a terrible place sometimes, and you just want to escape from that, and you just want to be free in the moment, and that's why I DJ.
You know, there's not a lot of professions or a lot of positions that you can be in where you're exposed to a large group of people and have that group of people's attention. And so really you have a platform that you can use. You know, we're still fighting for equality. We haven't made that much progress as people like to think. And so any chance that I get to use, you know, my platform, whether I'm DJing and I cut the music and I'm talking about something, or at the end of an event where people are starting to leave, throwing out, you know, tidbits of information.
I think it's really important to be able to make people understand and accept what's going on, and at the same time still celebrate some life while they try to figure it out. There's people that I see like here every week, you know, and they're like, and I can tell they're here to escape something or to, you know, or to feel better about something. So providing that for people is always going to be important.
It's just really important that people maintain their love of music, because that's what binds the world together.
I want to make a difference in my community any way I can, whether it's music or anything else.
Anything that I can do to use my platform, you know, to help better this world, I'm all for.
If the apocalypse happens tomorrow, there's going to be somebody that plays some type of music that people gather around, because it's such a healing thing and it's such a universal language. So I take that really seriously, and I'm really appreciative to be able to work in the profession.
We could just make a difference. Music, art, politics, school, anything.
Yeah, hey, hey, go DJ, that's my DJ. 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 That's my DJ.